And welcome very much to this online exhibitor meeting for SPG 2025. Today, we have scheduled this meeting to last for 1 hour, but if we finish before, we will of course shorten down the meeting. But it's planned for 1 hour for now. And with me today, I have my colleagues, Mette Christensen from our marketing department, and my colleague from our Fish Tech network, also Mia Lundqvist, and she'll be looking at the chat today if anybody has any questions. For some practical information, if I could please ask all of you to mute your micros so it won't interfere with the sound. And of course, if you have questions on the way, then you have to unmute. And it would be great if you stay on with your photos. That's nice for me also to be able to see some faces. Please, there's somebody who hasn't unmuted their micros. Could you please do that, because that's interfering?
Tryk på den, der slår lyd til. Den var der, og nu er den væk.
Okay, maybe you can turn off the sound for them. Okay, we'll try to continue. And of course, with me today, I also have Biwa from Stand Design, who will tell about stand building, stand layout, etc. And just another practical information, I'll share the slides after the meeting, so you don't need to take too many notes. And we will also record this online meeting, so you will have the recording after this meeting also. So I think that was for now for the practicalities. Then to just give you a brief agenda, so you know what we'll be covering during this online meeting. I'll give you a brief, some of you have been at SPG many times, so some of this will be repeated and well-known knowledge for you, but we also have new exhibitors joining us this year. And then having talked a little bit about Pavilion of Denmark and the SPG, I'll hand over the word to Biwa Gard from Stand Design, telling about the stand layout and building, etc. And then I'll give the word to Mette from our marketing department, and she'll share some ideas and initiatives of profiling and branding the Pavilion of Denmark. And then back to me and giving you some information of how to prepare and do some homework that you can do from home and create awareness about the Danish presence at the SPG, and some practical informations and to-dos at the end. And of course, then we'll be open for questions at the very end also. And just to let you know, if you have some questions on the way, you can also write them in the chat. Then we'll come back on that. To look a little bit about SPG, that's all about fish and a lot of fish in one place. And it's a place for where the entire industry, seafood industry, is gathering and in one place. And that's something that makes SPG so special, is that both producers and farmers in the seafood and fish industries are gathered in one place. And you as suppliers into these industries. And SPG has come to cover actually the entire value chain in the seafood and fish industry, as a lot of these producers exhibiting in the Seafood Expo Global, which is covering the majority part of this event. They are large vertical integrated companies covering the entire value chain. So that means that in the last years, there have been a lot of also exhibitors with us supplying to the aquaculture industry and also the fisheries, because some of these large companies, they also have their own fishing fleets. So it makes it an obvious and evident place where you can make advantage of all these synergies that you have the seafood industry in one place. So it gives you some excellent opportunities to network with potential customers on site. And to just look a little bit at some numbers gathered from the last SPG in 24, from the post-show report, we could gather that more than 35,000 industry professionals attended SPG, SPG in one scene altogether. And it is also therefore registered or recognized to as one of the places to be and the world's leading marketplace within fish and seafood. And as I said again, it's covering the entire value chain. And for these numbers, for the industries, there are a lot of, you can see there are a lot of repeating key buyers visiting the exhibition again and again. And many, they have a very strong, how do you say, success rate in obtaining what they are looking for, whether they are looking for new suppliers or new technologies. That's a very high rate. And also for the purchasing power, it's almost 90% of the people visiting these key buyers, that they have buying power. So for you, it's really a right place to be. For the SPG, if you're looking at the site, it's taking place at this new exhibition center, or pretty new exhibition center, which is placed a little bit outside the city in a suburban area. And it's the Fira Barcelona, the new one, and located at the Gran Via venue. And if you see this this design, it's a pretty special, an distinctive design that this exhibition center have, then you are at the right place. So make sure to inform that if you are there for the first time, make sure to go to the right place. And this SPG, it covers a huge area of exhibition, and most of the halls are covered by these seafood producers, as you can see, and it covers actually more than five halls of exhibition area. And we are located in the Pavilion of Denmark is located in what is called the Hall 3, covering the SPG, which is the seafood processing division of the exhibition. So I'll just change. And for the Pavilion of Denmark, we cover a lot of different technologies, equipment, and solution providers, and we cover six areas and islands in all, and it's very centrally located in the how do you say, in the exhibition areas, very close to main areas from the Hall 2, where you have visitors coming over, and you have an open area outside where you see all the areas from below. It's the entrance areas from the Hall 2. So people are coming in from a lot of doors at the bottom there. And there are some outside eating restaurant areas also. So it gives, with the location we have, it gives a central location with a good exposure. And you'll be able to see the stand numbers on the right side, but you should all individually have already been informed also of your stand number. And there will be one stand number per island or per area. Then we have this overview of how the Pavilion of Denmark is organized, and the layout of the stand. For now, there might be it's the stand plan as it looks today. There might be some minor changes to it. So we haven't completely 100% finalized it, but we'll have some common areas where we will arrange with chairs and tables, common areas where you can meet and network with customers and others visiting the stand. And we will also offer this year a meeting room which is available for the exhibitors on the Pavilion of Denmark. And we'll not have a pre-booking system, but we'll have a simple booking system on site. So if you have some meetings, we'll try to share it equally as well as we can if you have the need of a private meeting room. But you should already have been advised of your individual stand locations. So it's just to say that we will have this this meeting room organized also, and these common areas. So it will be there on site. So Birger, I'll give over the word to you to tell a little bit more in details.
Okay. I will try to find my...
Yeah, I'll just stop my sharing.
Yeah. So, SanDesign is a contract and a builder for the Danish pavilion at the SPG, as we were last time in Barcelona.
Birger, må jeg lige stoppe dig? Vi kan ikke se din skærm. We can't see your screen.
Okay. Moment.
Og jeg snakker fra den i aftalen, og du har lige tænkt dig på en gang. Ja, det er bare ret med.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Can you see it now? Is it there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Okay. SanDesign is a builder of the Pavilion of Denmark in Barcelona. And we will, this is a contacting proof for me, and I will be taking all the orders and take the correspondence with you regarding your booth, the layout of your booth. We will provide carpet and walls and electrics and all this you need for the booth build-up. And we will make arrangements for all of your things to be at booth also when you arrive at Barcelona. For the turnkey booth, we have a package of furniture with one table and 3 chairs and a brochure stand and one socket. If you need extra furniture or counters or anything, TV screens, you can order all this in the order form that you will get from SanDesign later. Lisa Marie will send out a landing page link so you can download this order form for ordering, and you can download the floor plan. You can download furniture catalog, so you will be able to find things for your booth. And if you don't find it in the catalog, you just mail or phone me, and I will try to find out how to provide the things for you need for your booth. The graphics for the booth is you will, when we finish the floor plan, we will make all these measurements for the walls, so you can make graphics either as in-frame banners, full banners to cover the walls, or as boards to cover the walls, because the system we are building in is called Elevision, and if you don't put anything on the walls, it's just empty. There's no boards on it to start with, so you need to have these full fabrics for the walls. Here you see an example of the full fabric that covers the entire wall, and you can, as here you can see, you can put on a screen on it, or you can have products hanging on the walls on top of the in-frame banners. So if you look at the drawing, when you get it with all the measurements you need for the red color shows the full fabric measurements. So that's you need for making the PDF, print-ready PDFs, so we can produce the banners. And it's
Sorry, Birger, can I just? You have a lot of background noise. I think it's at your end.
Sorry?
You have a lot of background noise.
Sorry about that. This is regarding the fabric banners you need to produce for the walls, and this is the elevation system, and you can integrate TV screens, and if you have any products to hang on the wall, this can also be integrated. And we need print-ready PDFs and 100 dpi, and with a minimum of 20 millimeters of bleed when you finalize the print-ready PDFs for us. Also, some of you might use your banners again for other shows, and maybe it's a good idea to make it for one section at a time, so you can reuse some sections alone if you don't have the same size booth the next time you have an exhibition. So this is a possibility to make the banners more usable, reusable, if you make it for each section at a time. And then you need to look at the blue color when you look at the floor plan with all the measurements on it. And it's the same requirements for the PDF, 100 dpi. And also we have the boards as singles, same as the single banners. We can make it as boards, and then you need to look at the green colors in the floor plan if you want to make this. It's also in the order form. You can find all these graphics ordering. You can find it in the order form. This is the order front of the order form. You have to fill out and return to me not later than the 21st of March. And in here you can order all extras, extra furniture, counters, TV screens, touch screens, anything, and graphics. And if you have any problems with, because the graphics is the price of the graphics is per square meter, so it's a little to calculate this. It's sometimes difficult, but call me or mail me, and I will help you fill it out if there's any problem with this. And here's regarding the landing page. After the meeting here, you will get a link for the landing page at SanDesign, and you can download the order form, this presentation, and the floor plan, and 3D, and the furniture catalog. And also we have put in a virtual inspiration. We have, for about a month ago, we had a summit here at SanDesign where we presented some new features for display, and you can take a walk in this virtual inspiration, and then if you find anything you like, or you need to maybe find out if you can use it in your booth, you can just call or mail me, and we can find out how to incorporate it in your booth. And if you send on your own equipment, we can help you unpack and pack these items for you, but we need to know it in advance, because if you need many man hours, we have to get extra people for this. And if you only order on site, we have a problem, because we don't have maybe we don't have enough people to help with this, and we might say no to somebody. But if you order in advance through the order form, we can allocate the time for this. Also, Blue Water is, if you send it with Blue Water, you can talk to Blue Water, and we can arrange with Blue Water. So SanDesign and Blue Water will take care of the goods packing in and packing out of your own goods. And the day before the show opens, we might make the stand handover for you, so you can see everything is working, and if there's anything missing, and we can help you if you want any extras. If you might get something finalized in the last moment, then we can take this on the 5th of May, the day before the show, from 14 to 17. And we have to make all the empty goods must be cleared of the hall, so they can make the aisle carpet by 7 in the evening. And that's about it for me. Is there any questions for this?
Yeah, thank you very much, viewer. We do have a few questions in the chat about the building height, and I can add there that there might have been made some special arrangement by Martin and yourself, so it might vary from the standard building height. So you should have discussed that and had the specifications on that from Martin, I guess. Otherwise, we can take it directly after this meeting.
Yeah.
And then apart from that, there was also something about the storage and the use of designs from previous years. Then I think maybe you can take it directly also with Biver after this online meeting, so he can answer.
I can say that reuse of banners from previous years is not possible because Elevision is the first time you use this at the SPG. So it has to be banners for Elevision system.
Are there any other questions for Biver right now? Otherwise, we can take them at the end or after the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, René? René, vi kan næsten ikke høre dig. René, havde du et spørgsmål? Nå, jeg ved ikke, det må vi se, om det kommer op igen senere. Alle de her, der var et spørgsmål mere, jeg skal lige se. Der er noget, hvad står der? Nøglefærdig stand, hvorfor så ingen vægge? Så Gitte, vil du uddybe dit spørgsmål der omkring ingen vægge, når det er nøglefærdig stand? Det skulle der gerne være der.
Ja, nøglefærdig stand, det er der væk.
Systemet. Siger det.
Kan du høre mig nu, Lise-Marie?
Ja, nu kan vi høre jer, ja.
Du får lige Lars.
Ej, Lise-Marie, det er bare Biver, han siger, at der er hul, der ikke er noget sat på væggene.
Ja, det er Elevision-systemet. Det er bare en ramme, hvor der ikke er noget, altså der er ikke noget inde i rammen, altså. Hvis ikke der bliver sat stof
til. Når der står i vores tilbud, at vi får en nøglefærdig stand.
Prøv at høre, jeg tænker, de her individuelle snakke tager vi lige uden for det her møde, fordi så ellers så tager vi alt for meget af tiden omkring det her. For en nøglefærdig stand er med opbygning, men lad os lige tage de individuelle sager efter mødet.
Okay. Ja.
Er det okay?
Ja.
Sorry.
Jeg er da også interesseret i at vide, hvad det er.
Ja.
Sorry, so I think these individuals. Sorry, I switched over to Danish. We have to do it in English now. Yeah, there were some questions about.
I can answer this question shortly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we built all the walls is built in Elevision system, and if you don't have any ordered graphics from us, we will put in white cardboards in the frames, but you cannot hang anything on this because it's cardboard.
Did that answer the questions for now? Yeah, and René is asking if we will keep using Elevision for the future. And yes, that has been introduced now, and that will be the system, build-up system going forward.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I want also to come back to that. That's not satisfying that you're making a stand for us and we cannot use the walls. They have no meaning.
You can use the walls, but we need to know what to hang on them and what you need of graphics.
But in 1 second ago, you said we could not use the walls. So I
you
really
can
need
use the
to
walls,
know
but
what is up and down on it.
You can call me and I'll explain it to you.
Okay. No, I think we need to have Danish Export Association with them because I'm buying the stand with them. But let's take it after the meeting.
We will take that after the meeting.
Thank you.
No problem.
Any other questions? Yanni, you have a questions regarding the stand building? You have to unmute. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Are there any other questions? Maria, you had a question?
Yeah. So the size for the walls, can you see that on the floor plan? Height and length and so on. Is that shown on the floor plan?
Not yet, but we will make a floor plan with all the measurements.
Super. Thank you.
Any other? Yanni, does your sound work now? No. Okay. Okay, so no further questions regarding the stand building for now? Then I'll try to share my screen again. I'll just come back to Bjørn. There was just one question more saying that it's from investors. Maybe you can take that afterwards also regarding these integrated boxes and build in the walls, how that can work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Bjørn, you will follow up on these various questions.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super. And sorry for this, that we went a little bit off track with this system, but we'll come back to that. And just to come back, we are a great group of 37 Danish companies on this year's SPG 2025. It's a great lineup and covering most parts of the value chain in the fish and seafood value chain, and also within aquaculture suppliers and the fishing industry. And what is great is, of course, that we are complementing each other, and there can be a lot of nice synergies in working together and helping each other out as a group. And many of you will probably know each other already, and today is too short to make an individual presentation of all the exhibitors. But if there are some on this slide that maybe you don't know of your industry colleagues, then we would just recommend that you take a look at them and maybe just briefly look at their website and see what are they actually doing, so you can help each other and maybe refer to each other. And we definitely hope that you will take the opportunity and take a little time to get to know the other industry colleagues on Pavilion of Denmark prior to the exhibition, and also during the exhibition talk together both at when you have time on the stand and also or the pavilion. And also we will organize an exhibitor dinner where there will be on the 7th of May. We have already advised about that, and there will be the opportunity of networking in a bit more informal atmosphere. From our side, now we had the great lineup of you exhibitors, and then from our side we have a service team also available for you during the entire exhibition at SPG. Colleagues, we are three from Danish. We are very well represented from the Fish Tech Network, and then we have borrowed a great colleague from our Export Academy who will be joining us, and we'll service you all that we can, both prior to the exhibition and of course not least during SPG, assisting you with all that we can on site. And Bjørn will of course be your available also on site and up until the opening of the exhibition, and also on the opening day, I believe that you'll be there, Bjørn, right? So if you have some last minutes changes, then Bjørn will be available there, and there will be backup also from Stand Design to help during the exhibition. And Bjørn, as he said, he will be your primary contact on site. Then again, we would very much like to have some awareness created about the presence, this very, very strong presence we have on the Pavilion of Denmark and on SPG with these many companies that we are bringing. And we'll tell a little bit about our initiatives to make some noise and create some awareness. And we'll also talk about what efforts can you do yourself to create some attention about both your own presence and also the Pavilion of Denmark present and at SPG. I'll on that note, I'll give the word to Mette, my colleague, and she will share some a bit of good advice with you and encourage you to make your own initiatives also to spread the word. Mette?
Yeah, thank you, Lise Marie. So first of all, as Lise Marie said, we really want to create some awareness about our presence. We usually do this, and one of the things that we do is seeking to get some media coverage. So I'll write a press release prior to the exhibition, and hopefully you guys will help me do that, because of course it should focus on the Danish strengths overall within this industry, but it will be so much stronger if we can tell some good case stories. Maybe you have some new products or solutions that you bring to SPG. Maybe you have some other good stories that we could share. So if you think you have some stories or something that could be relevant for this press release, please do contact me. And I know Lise Marie will share my contact info after this meeting. I will, because we'll send it out to international media within this industry or related to the industry. And sometimes the process from they receive something to they actually print it or write online is it can be long. So I'll get at it as soon as possible. So please share something with me if you're interested, or if you don't, I'm sure Martin or Mia or Lise Marie will come up with some names, and I might contact you. And of course, it's okay to say no to participate, but it's also it will be good awareness about your company as well. We are also invited by the International Aquafeed and Fish Farming magazine to write a feature article for their magazine, focusing on the processing and the aquaculture industry, and they will be present at SPG as well. So, as I understand it, it should not contain case stories, but more be a broader overlook at the industry and the Danish strengths. But I might be inspired by some of your stories and what I know about US companies and exhibitors. We will also, before, during, and after the exhibition, create some awareness on LinkedIn, on the personal profiles, especially Martin, and also the Fish Tech showcase page. I know Lise Marie will show some examples after when I'm done, just so you can see what we've done the previous years to create some awareness. And of course, we would encourage you to do the same. So again, if you have some interesting product news, or just to tell people that you are there, and also use LinkedIn to reach out to potential clients or other people that you want to meet at SPG. So, and you could already start now and then build up to the exhibition, and remember to post some good photos during the exhibition. What I also think, well, we do this press release, but if you individually if you have some interesting news or product news, I would also encourage you to write your own press releases targeted international industry media. They might be interested in knowing what you're working with and what you bring to the exhibition. Maybe some of them even have a special exhibition, what do you call it? Exhibition magazines. I don't know. So yeah, that could be an idea. And the final thing I actually want to say is many of you probably do it already, but using AI could be useful in many ways. First of all, in creating content for press releases or for social media posts and all your communication, but also actually when preparing your presence at the exhibition. When prompted correctly, ChatGPT could be a very helpful resource in preparing meetings with your customers. I saw this example where from one of our, we have these courses in our Export Academy. So, and I saw this example where it was prompted to, like, I have to meet this and this company. What should I know about them? What could their concerns be about when buying a new product? What are their needs? How should I, what should I know about the company before I go into the meeting, and so on and so on. And also he said at the end, he was like, he wrote, or he prompted it, what did I forget? What did I not ask you? Could you please tell me? So it could be a really valuable, I would say conversation, but that sounds strange when it's with the AI. But I'm not an expert on this, but I just try it out, and you might get some good results and be well prepared. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Thank you very much, Mette. I think there was a comment or a question in the chat. It's Marlene from Jimco, right? Do you keep the things we sent to you in past few years? Is this something we can use again? Could you please just explain, Marlene, what you are thinking here?
I was thinking we are sending you a text about the company and the categories and something like that.
I'm not. I will check if I have. I don't know if I've received that. Maybe we should look into that, Lise-Marie, if to see if it's still.
We're doing it with the other exhibitions. We are going on IFA, and then I asked Sandra, can we use what we sent to you last year? Yeah, no problem.
Ah, yeah,
we have
okay.
it. Yeah, do you understand me now? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you mean if you can use, or if I could use it?
Yes. You have our logo. You have our description of the company.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a little bit, that's another, because that's something that we do for the exhibition and for the material that we do in the Pavilion of Denmark. What Mette is after is stories and case stories. For instance, if you have new product releases or something new. So it's a little bit different, but definitely what you are talking about, Marlene, with your logo and everything, we can use that from previous exhibitions. We are keeping that information. So yeah.
Good.
Other questions? There was, when will we get the info material we can use on LinkedIn? We'll send that to you very soon with some banners and that you will be able to use to promote the presence of Pavilion of Denmark. So that will come very soon also. We have been preparing something already. Are there any other?
Lise-Marie, you mentioned, I don't know much about that, but maybe you can explain a little bit more, that SPG actually have some media packages or something that you can.
They have some media packages also that you can buy at your own expense, of course, and it is sometimes quite expensive, but I'll just explain how you can read more about them. And I already sent some information to you also about the opportunities that the exhibition offer of these paid services that you can have for extended visibility on the exhibition. So definitely. Super, because the time is flying, so I'll just try to carry on here. See if I can share my screen again. Sorry. Just have to jump a little bit. Yeah. And thank you very much, Mette, for sharing these good advice. And don't hesitate to reach out to Mette. And as Mette said, I'll share her contact details in a coming email after this meeting. And just as Mette mentioned, what we are doing a lot of efforts and using the social media, especially LinkedIn, very actively, and especially on Martin's page, because the personal pages are what is working the best, and that's a good advice to you also. As Mette said, use your personal page also, well, together with your company LinkedIn pages. This is just some examples of what we have doing to profiling the Pavilion of Denmark in previous years, just before the exhibition and during, to attract visitors to the Pavilion of Denmark. And look out for these posters we are doing on some of our LinkedIn pages, and we just encourage you to share these messages also on your own profiles, just with your own take on it and a personal mention. Then you can make it your own post also. And we, of course, we encourage you to, and we hope that you will all together help in promoting the Pavilion of Denmark also as a whole, because we believe, of course, that together we are stronger. So hopefully we can all help each other with promoting that. And then, as a new thing, we'll be making. Well, it's not new that we're going to make a happy hour, but we'll do that on the first day to celebrate what will hopefully be a good first day at SPG. And for that, we would very much like to invite some external stakeholders, and you are all the experts on that, so we would really like to have your input also after this online meeting, that you can share with us if you have some potential customer stakeholders you think would be very interesting to try inviting to the Pavilion of Denmark. Then we can try to reach out to them and invite them. But again, no guarantees but we can try to do that and reach out to these. We have a lot of contacts also in the international industry. So let us know. And so this is a shout out from us for your input. So hopefully we could invite some very good stakeholders and potential customers to participate in this happy hour event. And we will make an invitation for that. We have prepared that we will share with you. So you can invite already prior to the event. You can start inviting some of your key customers. So that's one of the initiatives that we will make for SPG 25 also. And then there are the more practical. Sorry, Yanis is asking. That's a very good point. When will it be? That will be on the first day of SPG, so that's on the 6th of May, and it will be at the last hour of the exhibition opening. So I believe that is from 17 to from 5 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So then apart from that, we have how many could we invite? You can invite you can invite René. You asking how many you can invite? That's up to you. You can invite. We'll maybe do as we haven't completely decided yet. We'll do maybe a small ticket system, so you can distribute to your customers, so we make sure that it's also the right people that you invite who actually is served with drinks and snacks, etc. So you will hear more about that. Is that okay, René, for your answer, as an answer? Okay, super, thank you. Then we'll just run to the practical information and action points. There you have had a lot of this information prior, but I'll just make a wrap up of all these deadlines and action points. Many of you have already made hotel arrangements in Barcelona, but if you haven't and you still need somewhere to stay, we can still be helpful on that. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. And freight of own material to the exhibition. We have sent you an offer, and that's just a proposed offer that you can use from Blue Water that you need to reply to at the latest on 28th of March. And if you do not use Blue Water, who has contacts, etc., on the exhibition, if you use another external shipper, you should ask them to contact the official partner at SPG, which is Racer Expo Logistics, and we have sent contact info for them also in a previous email, because that's very important, because they are handling goods arriving at the exhibition. So to make sure that there will be a smooth delivery at the exhibition, you need to contact them. And then I'll just come back to that, setting up your digital account and ordering registering exhibitor badges. I'll just go in deeper detail on that in the next slides, because that needs a little bit extra coverage. Then, of course, yeah, we would encourage you to actively invite key buyers and customers to take part and visit you on the Pavilion of Denmark, and that will open up. As far as I can see, this feature hasn't opened up on the platform yet. And then we have, and then, of course, up until and during SPG, please make a lot of noise and about your presence to create awareness of Pavilion of Denmark and, of course, your own participation. And then we have this exhibitor dinner that we organized in Barcelona. It will take place on 7th May, and the deadline for sign-up is the 25th of April, and we have already got the first sign-ups registration, and normally that's a really nice informal evening, and we have a lot of fun. So I encourage you to sign up for that also. Then we have also sent out a grants company form that we have shared with you that you need to. That's mandatory to fill that in, so to obtain grants. So please make sure to fill that in and return it before deadline on 14th of March. So that was for some of the practicalities. And then for you who have participated before, you'll have seen that this year that the system and the online platforms of SPG has changed slightly, and that has caused a little bit of confusion because we were not informed properly either on how it was working. But we registered you, and then the exhibition needed to register you also in their system, and they have done that with most of you now. And then you get access to what is called the Customer Resource Center, and that's where you can register your exhibitor badges, and from where you can invite customers. And these are the only 2 points that actually you need to act upon, or if you want to buy these extra visibility packages that we mentioned earlier, that's in this Customer Resource Center, you can do it. But then you will also have, and that's where the mix-up, where it went wrong, you will also have an invitation mail where you can go in and update your company profile. And this one will only be sent at the end of March, this invitation mail, because they had to have the system properly set up from the SPG organizers. So you'll receive an invitation email by the end of March, and the deadline is, of course, extended. So that will be the 2nd of April. And the only thing you need to do before the 2nd of April is to make sure that your company name is correctly as you wish it to be displayed on this printed material, which is the floor plan, which will be printed and distributed on the exhibition. So you just need to check that, and of course that your stand number is correct. But I hope that we have registered you correctly as to the stand numbers. And then you have up until the exhibition for the material where you can select up to 15 product categories for your company, which will categorize your company and your company's competences. And that you can do that up until the exhibition, because that's only digitally or on the online platform. So you won't have that much pressure for that. So that was for the platforms. And the exhibitor badges registration, you can see into further detail when I distribute the slides, where you have this exhibitor badge registration module, where you go in and you select your company name on this scroll down menu, and then the code that we have sent to you, a login code. And please do not change this because it's a shared code for the entire Pavilion of Denmark. So if you do something wrong here, it will mess it up for all of us. So you need to use this common code, and then you register all your staff, your personnel on the stand, and please only use it for your personnel, not for visitors. They need to be invited by the key buyer invitation program. But you can register as many personnel that you need to cover your stand. And you need to select the category, which is exhibitor only, because that's free of charge. If any of you would like to take part in the conferences or other, then you should select another company, but then you'll be charged extra by the system. So, and when you are logged into this exhibitor badge registration on the front page, they have made some quite nice guiding and tutorial videos that explains how to register correctly and invite customers to SPG. And again, I can just, what has already been said today, wrap up. What can you do for maximizing your output of your participation at SPG? And there again, we encourage you to do your homework and do some research from back home to make your presence at SPG as profitable as possible, where you can use this unique opportunity of having the entire industry together. You can do some research beforehand, go through your relevant contacts and see if you have somebody that you need to invite specifically to attend, or you can go through the exhibitor lists at the SCG and see if there are some low-hanging fruit or customers you should reach out to and walk around and visit on site. So pinpoint the right persons. And again, make sure to make as much spread the word as much as possible about this strong Danish presence, because it's amazing that we can gather so many great innovative companies from Denmark making up this pavilion. And again, for when inviting customers to visit you at SPG, please make sure that they actually are customers that have a buying power or have a budget, because otherwise they will not be accepted by the system, because they will be prompted a lot of questions that they have to fill in, and they need to have some buying power. Otherwise, they will be charged as non-exhibiting suppliers, and then it will not be free of charge for them to participate. And unfortunately, we cannot do anything about this. That's how the system for SPG is set up for this key buyer program, to really attract the right people to SPG. So I believe that was all from me. So if you have any further questions, then they are very welcome now. And otherwise, you can reach out to any of us after this online meeting. If you have something that you think it could be relevant for sharing and for everybody, then please ask them now to any of us, actually. No questions? That's fine. Then we did it within time. So thank you very much again for attending, and we will be in touch, and you will hear much more from us. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Wishing you a nice day, and thank you for taking part.
Have a nice day.
you.
Bye bye.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, thank you.